Okay, I am tired. Here's a box. It is out of the way. We're talking about cool stuff now. Except my shoes and stuff from my Florida trip. Anyways, I picked up for 110 bucks. I'm trying to stay awake. It's a Marui Big Bear. It's got one good tire out of three because like two are missing in the back and this one here is shot. This is a weird gin, kind of like a T2 or something of the it's like hold on a sec. It is basically a still stamped like aluminum chassis, but it's almost before they went to like the stamped flat aluminum chassis. That was a little thicker. Well, Nitro or RC10 GT. I've got this pending for 80 bucks or more whenever I get pieced together because I've got more parts. I also picked up a Bowlink Digger style like RC. They're basically a really simple little pan car. They're fun to rip around. So if I can get the body off, I am probably going to fall asleep right after this video is done. There we go. So it's got some old school Phantom motor and a Novak ESC or Rooster ESC. So I might pull electronics off, sell those separate, and I'm going to clip here because my camera seems to be filthy. That was slightly improved. Anyhow, we'll cover the Marui in a sec. This behind me is, well, weights. I'm also talking about the RC10 GTs. They are both A stamps, so they're early gens. This one, yeah, sorry, I was trying not to cough. Despite all the sanding and horrible paint, it doesn't have any extra holes in it, and it being an A stamp, which, behold, A. So, with these both being A stamps, they're early gens. They went from, I believe, the Engers, which were the earliest ones, where they're in the, like, Enger Street, California. So they were basically Lyre anodized and just really early gen RC10 GT, or, sorry, RC10s. Those would be really desirable. Then they went to A stamp, which is still really desirable. And most of the time, people would always cut down the chassis and drill a whole bunch of extra holes in them. Like this one has, I think, 3 extra holes in it. And then everything else is still in pretty good shape. But the way they cut the chassis is actually uniform. And I think RC or Car Action back in the 80s had a little how-to on how to cut these down to save a little bit of weight. But they did a pretty good job. Like, it'd be a chassis worth restoring, as well as this one. So there's that. I got a bag full of parts. I have no idea what was in them, but there should be enough to like put that one together and hopefully this one together, and maybe the rest to piece together this RC10 GT because like there's barely anything there. Anyhow, back to the Marui. Rise. Yes. So these really cool. They're old school Datsun body. And one of the first monster trucks from, I want to say, 82 or 84. It was really early RC of the era for what it was. So these were based on the earlier, like, I want to say Toyota FJ they had an RC of, and then a CJ5. And all it was, well, the difference of this to those RC, if I can get the body off, they also weren't built very well, if you can notice, because, like, most of these are all busted up and stuff. Let go. There we go. So these chassis, I restored one years ago. Everyone cut up the chassis here. Everyone would cut up the chassis because the tire would rub the chassis here. And what else? Your front bumper thing looks like valve springs, so it's really stiff, and more than likely most of these busted off. What else? Suspension, really crude, and we'll come over here to check it out more. There we go. So, yeah, it's a little swing arm setup. Not really much travel, because check this out. Ooh, not much to it. Same thing with the back. Nice. So it literally just goes up and down. There's no real, like, twist to it. However, this one doesn't seem to have any broken parts. So it's going to be quite desirable once I literally take an air compressor and blow off all the dust and just literally post it the way it is. And hopefully I can sell this for between $80 to $140. And with having $110 in all the RC stuff before you, I should do pretty good with getting my money back to then also make about $105 I'm looking for to then cover a parts festiva that will be covered in another video. So yeah, that's context of all the random shenanigans and stuff. Oh, so there's the Monster Tonka dump truck thing. We will never get rid of that. It is always awesome. So I think it covers everything cool. I am going to get off of here and edit some more videos, and I will see you guys next time, okay? See ya.